What happens? I knew that would work. I knew that that would work. I knew that that would... Yeah, there we go. There we go! We're now ready to cook. And well, today's the day, chat. Today's the day before the day. The 99 stats are finally out, except most of these players don't actually feel like they've got 99 stats. So it feels like a scam if you ask me. So, yeah. All I can say is that I nearly forgot I had 30 points to get. So how I was able to do it, I have no idea, but I did it. What else do we have? Daily objectives. Well, the weekly is done. I can do the rest after if I'm that desperate for XP. Spoiler alert, I'm not. But, any case, 100 rivals wins, which gets you absolutely nothing. Which is pointless. Why am I being punished for getting so many rivals wins, EA Sports? Why is that the case? Please tell me. Please tell me. I don't know. The plan is very simple, chat. We're going to start on rivals. And that'll probably be it, because that Screamer Cup feels less and less important by the day. But, yeah, we are going to claim our rewards here. Division 6 reward upgrade. Division 6 reward upgrade. A mega pack. A basic 50k pack, but it's not really. An 83 player pick, 282 player picks, and then 14,000 coins, which probably won't help in the grand scheme of things. But it's okay. Let's see here. But yeah, let's open these picks. People are gonna miss the streams at this point. Like, what the hell has happened to the chat? Why did the chat feel so dead recently? I'll open the 83 first, since there's only one of them. And, well, we got a 10k card, so no complaints. But yeah, it must just be me. How am I? I'm fine, man. I'm alive. I'm alive. Good fodder. The icon pick that is coming. Good fodder for the icon pick. Let's open these packs though, chat. And then we gotta get on to business. We've got to complete an SBC. Let's open all these whack objective cards first. Not what we want to see. Give us something good. How hard is it? Give us something good. Please. Help us out here. Help us out. What is this? Not good is what it is. It's terrible. It's article air. How people can be happy with these rewards, I'll never know, but I'll take the discard. No point holding on to them. Let's open this. I don't know why Is there an icon pick? There's a match day pick. Not exactly an icon pick. Oh, Arsenal. Arsenal walkout, chat. Hold on. Arsenal walkout. Give me Brock Lesnar. No. We get Saka instead. But yeah, I thought you were on Twitter, Brendan. Usually you're supposed to tell me these things, not the other way around. Interesting. You're on Silver 2 in squad battles and rewards are bad. Well, guess that means you've got to get better ranks then. If that's the case. If that's the case, it's probably a sign of some sort. But anyway, let's open this and then get into it. No walkout here. Who is this? Whoever it is, it's bad. Not what you play Rivals for. 284 rated cards. I'm so sure it's worth it. How could you tell it was Arsenal? Because it literally had a flag. Like, let me save the clip. Because clearly, you've never seen a double walkout in your existence. Just pay attention to this, right? I've got to try and slow it down perfectly. So, as it's walking out, you can see the flag of the other club. Like, can you see it? Or am I blind? It's a very brief thing, but if it's a double walkout, 9 times out of 10, there will be another flag next to it. It's hidden a bit. Well, I mean, it's lit. I can see it perfectly fine. If it's hidden, then I don't know. Does Ballarat have an optometrist? Because if this is hidden, if this Arsenal badge is hidden, it's not quite hidden. You've just got to actually look and see it. Because it's not hidden. Like, you can see a different badge. Again, there are exceptions. Because there are clubs like City and Barcelona. Didn't notice it either? Well, you don't notice it initially, no, that's not the point. But when I look back at it, if you don't notice it, then I can't help you there. I can only help you if you don't notice it the first time. Because in real time, obviously, you will not notice it, probably. Which is acceptable. But, yeah, now you know. Now you can keep a little bit of a better track. Let's take our 1,000 coins, chat. But, yeah, either way. Either way, chat. Yeah, I can not really help. But yeah, let's do this SBC. Is Rivals a good mode to level up? It is, but you have to feel confident playing online. So it's up to you at that point. I can't tell you. I can't tell you if it's worth playing. If you don't want to play online, or you don't feel confident playing online, Here we go, chat. Let's see. They're so woke. No, this company's so silly. Why did they have to ruin everything? They saw one SBC or two SBCs get price fixed, and they said, we can't have that. How stupid is this company, man? How fucking stupid do you have to be? Good lord. Minimum for same country. Again, this is going to be quite simple. This is going to be much simpler than people will care to think. Let's go maximum or minimum of 65. And we'll go low to high. As we'll take... What ratings can we have here? I mean, Mr. Barnett is already sticking out. Unfortunately, we cannot have Mr. Kent. So let's have a look. Oh, we can. Hold on. So let's have a look. Centre-backs. We're going to take... Pollock. Going to take you. I think we need 3 rares, though. 4 rares out of 6 cards. Yikes. Let's go Harry Winks. Oh, well, actually, this is quite easy. 3 rares, 4 golds is actually... Well, 4 rares, 3 golds is actually quite easy. Because we'll get 3 golds. So let's get the other. Let's get Clark in. That'll give us some chemistry. And then surely there's like a crap striker to use. Surely there's got to be one. Salmon, perfect. Perfect start. We only need 2 rares, 2 golds. Probably won't be any of these. Do I have any dupes? The answer's no, but I'll be honest, I don't really need Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher's not exactly, not exactly required here. And then, well, this can literally be anyone. For the purpose of this, I don't know, let's see, do I have a Atleti centre-back? That's a rare. Something a bit different here. Come on, give us an Atleti centre-back. I do have an Atleti centre-back, but he's very high rated. I'm not exactly trying for that. We need a rare anyway. You thought it was going to require redemption. It should have! I'm convinced these idiots saw the SBC and saw people were priced and saw that Valencia players were too expensive, and they sat in their office and they said, yo, Mr. SBC guy, can you make all the rest of the SBCs incredibly boring and incredibly pointless to do? We don't want our players to invest in useful and reasonable things and have them profit. The only profits they can make is ours when we send them to the store to open 18,500 points. They don't like fun. I'm convinced. I'm convinced they hate fun. Genuinely. You can't convince me otherwise. These guys hate fun. There we go, though, chat. There we go. I've used Englishman. You can use something like Frenchman. Ideally, something with a lot of leagues, a lot of clubs. But yeah, people are very stupid over at EA Sports. But it's okay, chat, because the real reason that we did that, he will come in handy. Don't you worry. The real reason on this account that we did that is for Miles Lewis Skelly. With his 99 pace, which does not feel like 99 pace, but it's 99 pace. Yeah, I'm slightly convinced that but there we go, chat. Miles Lewis Skelly. There we go. How tall is he again? 5'10". Maybe he can play fullback. He just won't be playing fullback, though. So he has all the roles, but unfortunately he will not be playing in the team. At least in the normal team. He can play in the Gauntlet, even though the Gauntlet's woke now. The Gauntlet is proper woke. No. No. Yeah, no. I don't do scam SBCs. Like, I did it once. Usually I don't circle around again if things are bad, because, well, I have a brain, and if you have the fodder, I guess, but I would rather scream players than silly scam pain packs. My god, chat. My god. So goated. My god. But, yeah, tonight, chat, I'm going to reveal to you some of the most cracked evolutions I've ever seen. On both accounts. Because I found an A-League player that not only is a retro baller of sorts, but his card actually looks good, despite some of the stats looking quite bad. So, that will be later, when we can gather enough of you into the stream. You know, that we'll gather enough of you to make it. Did I get Toure? You realize how much of the game I've played today? Why am I in a rush to buy a card that's in packs for a week? I'm not. That's the answer. And given every 83 is going to be... Given every inform is going to be 83 rated until the end of time at this point, let me just work on a few investments, because they've all fucking gone down to shit, haven't they? Oh, perfect. Let me just clear off all these investments. Yeah, I'm not in a rush. Why would I be? When it's not like anyone's gonna be rushing to Evo him anytime soon. Let's discard all these. Let's discard all that, get some coins back, keep everything else. Let's see, can we put the... No. Oh, well, you're supposed to go, you know. There we go. Didn't realize I did that the wrong way. But, yeah. Again, no, I will not be buying a card that's currently in packs. If I wanted him that badly, you know, I would always just get hold of him. But yeah, it's time to welcome, man. Welcome. Let's play Rivals before I fall asleep. Uncle. Yeah, what about it? You missed all the rewards. Am I enjoying FIFA? Sure. Like, it's fine. It's also not great. How's rewards? Meh. Got Messi and Saka. Both discard level players, essentially. But good fodder for walkouts. It's alright though, Frank. Who needs Rivals rewards when you can complete the icon pick and get one of Vidic or Zambrotta? We will be there, chat. Hopefully we will be there. Is FM26 good? No. Don't buy it yet. I just play. Did you do it? No. Well, unfortunately, man, the reviews speak for themselves. So, you probably shouldn't buy it for a few months until they've patched up enough of the things that people say need to be patched. I'm not an FM creator by any means. I've started playing it, but lots of things to fix, it seems. Maybe I just got lucky. I didn't encounter any of them. I love it. I mean, just because I play something doesn't mean I love it. It just means I'm, you know... I was only loving it because I was winning games. Trust me, I must not have matched up some of the bugs that people mentioned. But yeah, I don't know. There are issues, apparently. It's not an interesting concept. It's fucking dog shit. We did the same thing in Australia. Actually, we had our competitive esports, our FIFA esports league, have a bunch of creators in it. Did fuck all for numbers. Wouldn't really call it a pro scene. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's terrible. It's garbage. It's a garbage idea. You're not going to get eyes on the product just because you have popular people playing it. Because I saw, apparently, right, they're going to have Still Ryan and AJ3 try and qualify for EPREM. That'll put butts in seats. Get two guys who are not pros in a pro tourney just to get smacked. Great concept. And then everyone will either cry that they're in it or cry that they got smacked. But yeah, it's a terrible idea. Like, I can only really speak from experience, but you know, it's what they want to do. It's what all these people want to do. It's less about, you know, pros. So the best players aren't playing. Well, that's not true. It's just, I believe there's a process where the clubs can pick certain players to reach. I don't think it's official, but I believe they've been... It's called fast tracking. So they basically get a bye to, like, the last stage. And usually it's for pro players. So that, you know, they don't have to clog up the first part of the process. But apparently they're getting a basic, you know, golden opportunity to qualify for a pro tournament. God, I'd love that. Got a boy with the raid! My god! What a man! Such a common occurrence as well. It used to be a draft. I'm sure it. I mean, I don't think they're actually. Are they actually playing it? Yeah, welcome. We got Ivan. We got Rhesus. The rest of you, welcome on in, fellas. We opened our rewards. Now we're back on the 30 points grind again. I think I conceded in amongst that as well, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a draft for the 2K League, though. I hope not. Or I hope so. Because I do not like basically celebrities taking up spots. But well, I'm glad, man. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Always. I'm sure some of the fellas from time to time they show some love back as well, but much love, man. It's always nice to have people come through. Legends. Yeah, we love people that keep showing support, man. It's not common now with the amount of people that stop playing, so it is quite helpful. Even if we're losing. Even if we're losing, it's cooked. But yeah, it's proper late there as well. Let's not forget, chat. It's probably proper late for those of you coming from the raid, so again, it'll be quite similar to when Pi used to raid Cripsy, just have all the sleepers. Maybe we'll have a few sleepers. Who knows? It's only one. Only. Do you not work? Respectfully? Do you not have like a job? Is it? I know it's. And it's only what? GTA will drop next year. I could care less. I hope it does, but I also hope it's a finished game. Well, not finished. I hope it's about 90% finished. And not 70% finished. If they drop the game, which I won't play it, I know that's a terrible idea, but the main selling point for GTA is not the stuff I do, or I'd like to do on it. Like, I like the races on it. But it's all about the roleplay. And I'm not into roleplay. Well, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm not really clued in. I don't really have a care for it, really. I know there's a lot of people that do. Maybe I'll get it eventually. I will not be doing a GTA RP. Trust me, I barely get along well. I barely get along well with people here. Why would I enjoy doing roleplay, you know? I get very bored of it. It's not for me. It's not for me, unfortunately. But I'm sure those that are interested, you will join it. Well, again, Frank, if I was going to do a RP, I would have to... Frank, do you realize how much it's going to cost? Do you realize how much GTA 6 is going to cost? Like... It's going to be... It's not going to be cheap. Be a police officer? Again, I'm not really into the whole roleplay aspect. Like, it's literally... That's just how I operate, in general. Like, I do not... I'm just going to take the L. Give this guy the win. Reset here so that we can chill for a bit. Because I ain't coming back from that. But... I mean, I don't know. FC was one. FC. GTA 6 will last 20 years, so anything less than 200 is a steal. Not wrong. But also, in that case, on your first point, that would also imply I don't have to get it straight away. I'm just saying. Based on your first part of that statement, that also implies I don't have to get it straight away. And it will probably be on sale numerous times. Maybe not, bargain bin level. Yeah, again, I'm not an RP player. I like playing on console, and I don't play RP. I play for the races. That would be the only reason. That's the only reason I load up GTA at the moment. Is if there's ever GTA races. And that hasn't been in like a year. Because no one here does them. Or no one here did them when FC was dead. So it's not for me. Again, those of you that, you like your RP, whether you play, whether you watch, I know there are, FIFA streamers that do it, or some that used to play FC that play it as well. Everyone's got different things that they like. I just do not like GTA RP. And that's fine. Whatever works. Will it be good? Yes. But if everyone's playing it, someone like me will not really experience, I do not expect lots of people to actually gain much in viewership from it. This is what people forget, is that maybe you'll get it a few days. But if everyone's playing it, they're really only watching for you at that point. Right now, right? It's the same thing. Why, hypothetically, would you watch me when you could go and watch, Bugs? Or you could go and watch Bateson. You do it for me. So that's the thing with these sorts of games in general. These games that have, a lifespan. It doesn't matter how long it is. You're better than Bugs? I mean, that's personal opinion, but again, it's down to the individual. Again, if you're watching me, you're watching for me. Or that, yes, but the same time, if you're watching me and you only have one screen, you are watching for me, and you're not watching... You're here for Amarim Ball. Well, unfortunately, there won't be Amarim Ball today. Unless you mean losing lots of games. That's probably what you mean, and that's probably what will happen. But this is the team, chat. We're rocking the Benzema 99 pace. We've got all the Scream cards basically on the bench. We are gonna have a full lineup on the bench of Scream cards to bring on. What's the white paper next to me? What do you mean, white paper? Do you mean on... You mean on my shoulder? Because I can tell you for free, that's not fucking paper. That's my fan. Bro's just asked me what this paper is. It's a fucking fan, Brendan. My god. It's a fan that I have in my room because... Printer? Yeah, it's not a printer. Lukaku with doing. It's cheap-ass squads, man. He's definitely worth it. He's definitely worth doing just because, he's very cheap, I think. So he's definitely worth doing. I always like the cheap cards. So these two here are quite cheap. But yeah, that's a fan, Brendan. I don't have it on at the moment, but it's good, especially in a month. in Australia. Pro team. Pro team, not pro player, though. Even in Australia, where there's like 7 pros, I'm not a pro player. maybe one day. But ex-pro player. To be an ex-pro player, that implies that I was a pro to begin with. I ain't no pro. I'm honest. I'm just a 9-win casual. Or maybe 8-win casual. 9 wins on a good day. Probably is quite basic though. Can't lie. Yeah, we got Benzema for the 99 pace. I don't think there's any other... Is Benz a fraud? Yeah, I think he is a bit of a fraud, but if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know. I wish the loans never expired, but unfortunately they expired. Do I have any Scream cards that are actually worth something? No, I don't. I mean, I'll put Lewis Skelly on the bench. He's got 99 pace. But, yeah, he's a bit of a fraud, but could be worse. I'd take 99 pace over 99 physical, respectfully. Like, 99 physical's not really what you need in a player like that, you know? Just a waste. Waste of a good upgrade. What a cosmetic? No. It doesn't work like that, Frank. Come on now. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. Pena needs to be up top. On the wing, she's slower than a turtle. I mean, the problem is that left mids, specifically, is the equivalent of hunting for gold in the river. If you get any, it's a very small amount. There's basically none that you can use. You almost have to play with wingers instead. Yeah, I don't know, but again, it doesn't work like that, because if Lukaku's evoed and he has the upgrade, would that not imply that's not the case? But yeah, left mids are so rare at the moment. That's why I play Pena there. She still scores a lot. She is a bit slow, but that's why she's got the catalyst. So that at least she has a bit of extra pace. The Evo Lukaku didn't get upgraded. I'm not sure. Does anyone have the Evo Lukaku in the Musiala Evo for us? Like, that's why I'm asking. It's not really it's more a question than anything. Because if that's the case, then I was hoping it wouldn't get upgraded. No Evos got upgraded. Well, no, man! I mean, right? The initial card was a Scream card. It's not like doing a Turkey Evo, for example, and he gets the cosmetic. You could put the Scream Lukaku into an Evo. And I don't know if that means he got upgraded or not. We'll have to ask DimSim. He did it. Why is there caps? He just always types in caps. Nothing wrong with it. To be fair, I mean, hey, that's not very nice. Nothing wrong with typing in all caps. Old. I mean, define old as a FIFA streamer. I don't know. Old as a FIFA streamer. Who knows? Am I old? I'm 25. 40! Okay. I'm gonna refrain from anything now. Respect your elders, chat. Respect your elders. Respect your elders. I mean, it's a new one. It's a first for me. It's a first for me. So respect for still playing this game at that age. That's all I can say. It's definitely, unless I forget, it is easily the oldest here. If you still aren't sucking on the old in FIFA player terms. Not wrong, Max. Not wrong. Do you just have a lot of time on your hands, Max, or something? Not that I mind. It's always good to hear from you. I remember the last time you were here, I think you were, what was it, on holiday in New Zealand or something? Break from work. Always necessary to take breaks. Stepenia still scores. Doesn't need to be up top. It's a bonus if she is, but somehow she still does the work from the left. Terrible there. What was that? Isak as well. Can't have Isak against Isaac Newton FC. But yeah, it's always nice to have all these different people here. What is that? That's not even the upgrade. Whatever upgrade Evo that is, that's not good. That's terrible is what that is. Let's lock in, chat. I need to win a few games. I need to actually remember to play Rivals. Run! Oh, yeah. Yeah, chat. 99 pace, by the way. Did EA forget to upgrade the stats in-game? I think they might have. 99 pace in-game against Virgil van Dijk, who's got about 73, but most of it's in one area. Come on. There we go. Let's go. Gotta hit the gritty as well. Yeah, chat. Can report, by the way. No, I took a rest day on the bike. I think we're gonna be doing Mondays and Thursdays for rest days on the bike. Because I cannot be doing too much. What is this? Not great at all. But yeah, I don't know. I think BB Senior wants to come and get some stuff from my house for his new place. So, depending on when that is, will depend on when I get on the bike. Because yes, I am housing quite a bit of his stuff. So it just depends how long that's going to take. We need him on the stream? That's not happening. Oh no. Yeah, that's not happening. Trust me, there is a reason he's not living with me. He might seem like a good bloke. Strong, well, again, he might have a strong reputation, but it's the stuff you don't know about, which is the stuff that, you know, means something. But yeah, that won't be happening, unfortunately. He may have a reputation, but he's probably going to be kept away. Besides, when I stream, he's working. Probably for the best. Probably for the best that it stays that way. So, yeah, that's not gonna happen, sadly. I'm not trying to turn this into... Why would you... Huh? Why would you head the ball that way? Notice Kurt has turned into a full gambling streamer. Well, yeah, Rainbet is pretty prominent these days, with all the ads on Twitter and all the partnerships. I mean, yeah, that basically is his thing now. He still does the watch-alongs, but now he found a separate platform that does, like, better stuff for watch-alongs. Where, like, apparently it's got graphics for, like, tactics boards, and you can bring viewers onto the stream, so that can only go well. Having his viewers on stream. But, yeah, I mean, I guess with what he does, it's probably quite difficult to monetize. So you have to take, you know, opportunities as and when they come. And he was already sort of in it at the end of last year. Because it's not been the longest he's had the slot sponsor and the Rainbet sponsor, but yeah, he did start getting into it towards the end of last year. Haven't watched him in a while. I try to watch, but time zones are annoying. Like, sometimes they go long, which is nice, but yeah, time zones sometimes make it tough when I haven't slept. But I would still say, whenever the Twitch recap comes out, he's probably in my top 3 still. Just because I leave him on overnight, and he streams like 5 times. That's what I should do, chat. I should stream for 2 hours, but also take 15-minute breaks. If it works for him, it can definitely work for me. God, Cook! Cook! My God, what a goal. But remember, guys, Pena has to be up front. Can't be on the left. Too slow. Let's... When is the Twitch recap? I mean, if I had to guess, my guess would be sometime at the end of the year. So, any time from about the mid to end of November to the end of the year would be my guess. I don't know, that's usually what a recap is. I can't tell you an exact date. I'm sure, you know, they'll have many dates in mind, but yeah, unless you have your email and you literally search Twitch recap, that will be the rough time. Like, I won't do it, but if you want to do it and you want to find out what it is, be my guest. Again, Twitch recap is one of those things where it's nice, but it's also weird, because it's like, it exposes how much you watch of a streamer Why is FC so bad you have no motivation to play? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the same thing with Football Manager. When you try and please 6 or, 5 or however many different types of people, unfortunately, you can't please everybody. It is pretty bad. But Tinky's lack of motivation to play means me having one less account on the weekends. So, if any of you play on PlayStation and have any good players to play with, do reach out. And I will get you 6 wins. But yeah, it's bad. Like, someone asked if I liked it earlier. Did they please anyone with this game? Initially they did, and then they decided to nerf R1 dribbling, which set everyone off into the fucking "you need my help." If you're on PlayStation, actually, no, you can't send my team because you're not my friend. You need to send a screenshot of your team somewhere so that we can have a look. See what we're working with. Because I'd be interested. But I do not want to... I'm not one of those people that can drop... Having fun, but now... No. Well, yeah, again, even packing Mbappe, for like the 7th year in a row, it feels like, has not made this game any more fun for Tinky. Even though the only person having fun on Tinky's account with Mbappe was me, really. But, yeah, again, they've tried to please that many different people... And now they've buffed the Squad Battles AI. Like, who asked for that? Who woke up one day and said, I'm going to tell EA that the Squad Battles AI needs to be more difficult to play? Reddit? Yeah, definitely Reddit. Because remember, guys, they don't listen to Twitch. They don't listen to Twitch, by the way. Yeah, they don't listen to Twitch, so that is definitely plausible. I can't be asked quitting now. I would, but I can't be asked. Yeah, this game is certainly something. Where can you send me a screenshot? Difficult to say, actually. If you can figure a way to make it a link... It depends how you get the screenshot. If you can do it on your computer, Discord, well yes, Discord is easy. But if you can make it a link, want the year to end. I mean, that is kind of true. 2025 has been just progressively worse. But we still have the first 4 tests of the Ashes left. That might bring some joy. But yeah, it depends. I mean, you can just add me on PlayStation. If you have PlayStation. That's the easy thing to do. Because I do not think I have it so that I can just accept messages from randoms, unfortunately. Otherwise, people would come into the stream from certain communities and they would just send me absolute slop in the messages. So, yeah, depends on how you can get it. What's the PSN? Pretty sure it's... But I think it's 2 underscores. I think that's the only one that was available. So... So yeah, make sure it's 2 underscores. We'll know who it is in a moment. Let's see. But by the way, chat, thank you for being here. I don't know what that was going to turn into, but Us. You also gave 4-0 online. Yeah. I did warn you. On Online FC, as a new player, thank you for streaming the game we love. You mean Football Manager 26? No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, the game we love. The game that we definitely provide feedback for. We will play FM again, by the way. It'll probably be on the weekends. We'll probably do a few streams a week of FM. But we did well yesterday. We outlasted Ruben Amorim as manager. If Man United lose to Spurs, I'm going to stop watching football. But yeah, chat, for those of you that missed it, FM last night, we actually managed to win games. And Xavi is now the Sunderland manager. And Man United don't have a new manager yet. But Ange was the favourite in my save. So, God forbid, let's have a look. There he is. Now you should be able to send it. When did Game Pass on PC become $20 a month? I'm not sure. It is a scam. If it's all these subscriptions that just up in price every so often and you don't remember them. It is a scam. I agree. Like, but I would rather, you know, pay for Game Pass and get access to the library if I ever use it than buy FM and in hopes of refunding. Well, let's see, chat. Let's see what we're working with. Exactly. If you don't play enough games, obviously it is not worth it. I don't use it either, really, but it's good for the sake of FM. It's good for FM. That's about it, though. Let's have a look. What are we working with? What are we working with here? My God, am I nervous. Whoa! Well. I see many problems with this team. I see many problems. Is that an SBC? Yeah. So, when you see those exclamation marks in your team, that means you don't play the player in that position. That's step one. If there's an exclamation mark next to the player, that means you don't play them in that position. You click on the... Like, I'll give you an example, right? I'll give you an example here. Like, for example, is this for real? Oh, it is for real. He's barely started playing. But, for example, this Kudus card, right? It'll tell you the positions they can play. He's not trolling. He's serious. Yeah, he's not trolling. He bought the game not long ago. But yeah, you want to play the players in these positions that it says. Like, you do not want to play Marlon at left back and Tchouameni at left mid. I can't help but laugh. It's just... It's a learning phase. It's a learning phase. It's definitely a learning experience. The first step is to make sure the players are in their preferred position. Yes. That is very true. That is step one. For context, you picked Premier League. Well, yes. Well, that is correct. You can obviously make a team with other leagues in it. As long as they get camp. But, yeah, you just need to play... And I could already see a player that would be better than one of your players on the bench. I can see that 84 endo. And he's just sat there. He's just not even getting minutes. Again, it's a learning experience, but yeah, you need to be playing the players in their positions. Not just anywhere, because they will play very badly. As I'm sure you noticed with having Savinio at CDM and Shumani at left mid and Marlon at left. You've evoed Marlon just to play him at left back. Oh no. I respect the fact you evoed Marlon, but yeah, you might as well have not bothered at that point. At least play him in his correct position. He's got plenty of positions, I think, so it's not exactly an issue for positions. Do I have him? I'm pretty sure I have him, actually. Yeah, where can he play? He can play on the right and on the left. Not left back. It's not Charlie. I mean, it's okay to have a bit of a laugh, because he's still relatively new. So some things are funny, but yeah, we still try to help. It's not completely about taking the piss. But yeah, this is what you want your team to look like. You want your players to have as many of these blue dots as possible. Learning curve? It is a bit of a learning curve. That is true. Bit of a learning curve. But yeah, but let's get into another game. Even though we've lost the first two. Who are we playing against here? Your 4-5-1 tactics works, but it's not your style. Well, yeah, because you do have to pass the ball quite a bit and wait for the players to open up. It is quite something, I will say. It is definitely an experience. You just play 4-1-2-1-2 and inshallah. Control my team. Show me how it's done. Well, again, it's not that simple. Again, once you can master the basics, I'm sure things will get better, and then it will get to a point. Because what am I going to do on that account? Like, I do not do as much for people as you think I do anymore. Like, I'm not going to play Tinky's Rivals just so he can play Champs. Because that thing, I think I would have to go all the way to Division 6 for that, and I'm not about that. I'm not that crazy. So, yeah, you have to at least, you know, get a start going. Do you do objectives and SBCs? He does, yes. Limitless saw my team. He was asking how you play. I was watching when that happened. I just didn't say anything. Yeah, I was watching. It was funny. Because I don't know how many people were on at that time. No one was on, I think. Bugs is not having fun? Who is having fun on this game? be fair, Zwei probably has fun on this game, but that's because he plays with 6'4" Germans from the 3rd tier of Luxembourg or something. That's the only way to have fun, is make random evos. To be fair, that's what I'm going to do on this account, and my other account. That's why I have 2 accounts, is for that specifically. Pi actually likes the variety games. Well, yes, FC provides the structure, but it's good to play. It's dire. It's dire, that is pretty true. That's why I'm glad that when Team of the Year is over, I will get to have a break for a few days. Because I'll be going to the wrestling in February, which is presumably when Team of the Year will be over. If Team of the Year is still going by the time I'm in Sydney, well, unfortunate. You guys are just going to have to suffer and watch, I don't know. Take as many days off. I mean, I don't know. I don't go out by myself. I usually would see my friend a lot more. I don't know what's going on. But I don't know. I keep thinking about it, but the problem is if I don't stream, I don't play the game. And there's so much to do on the game, it feels like. Game is not healthy? Well, I know that. That's why I only limit it to when I stream. But there's so much to do. That's the problem. Like, they think they've done a good thing by having all these tournaments. They feed on the FOMO. Yeah, they do bring out quite a lot of things, like... It's not the greatest, but... What's a better formation? Well, your formation was fine. The formation you were using was actually fine. It's just... Again, you had your players out of position. Yeah, people have been using that formation. Yeah, that's what he was using, the wide one. But it's up to you. The one you were using is actually good. It's just, yeah, you weren't having players in position, and you were using players... Well, yes. That's what I mean, is the formation he was using is good. Is what I was using before I started using the 4-4-4-5-1. Because no, I do not think the 4-5-1 is a beginner formation that you can just pick up and learn. Oh, come on. More advanced? Well, yes. And to use players not solely because of their rating. Because unfortunately there are players in the game that are high rated, but it's based on, you know, how they play in real life. Like, I don't know about Enzo Fernandez, for example. Just because he's 84 rated does not mean he'll play good in game. But if you want to use him, you can use him. YouTube? Well, you could do that. Yeah, you could do that. You could just look for the formation that you want to use. I'm sure there's plenty of different tactics. At the moment, though, I think I don't watch YouTube tactics. I would assume it's mostly 4-5-1, which is not beginner friendly. I would say anything without DMs is not beginner friendly. Yeah, it's not great. Because even in the 4-5-1, you have to control your midfielders. And you have to basically... It is boring. Unfortunately, boring is the way you have to play, though. You have to play that way if you want to win. Do I feel a sense of pride in it? No, but I also got 9 wins with it and 8 wins. So, can I really complain? No, I cannot complain. But yeah, again, there's a website that's quite useful. Well, there's two. There's either Footbin or Foot.gg. They're quite good websites to use. Because whenever you see like an Evo or something, or you want to look at a player, very, very easy to use. No joy. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's the problem is they're trying to please so many different people. Now you just do the daily SBCs and do the Evos. And get the icons. Like, I wasn't even trying when I was doing the champs run. And I got Capita. Vidic could be coming in. Well, I'm gonna try. I don't know who I'm gonna do, honestly. 24 out of 33 Chem. Well, good. It's a good start. 24 is a good start, but yeah, again, I respectfully, I wish I'd known what your team looked like before I told you to start playing squad battles, because it makes a lot more sense why you were losing and not doing well in squad battles. Like, if you were playing with some of these players out of position, it makes a lot of sense, in fairness. If I wish I could rearrange the order of the info. Good evening, Dimsim. Dimsim, I need you to answer a question for us, actually, because you're one of the few people that did it. We need you to confirm if Lukaku's Evo that you did got his upgrade. I assume it did, but I believe we were wanting to know if it didn't, because Frank, he suggested to put a cosmetic on a player, but I don't think that works to keep the thing. You don't have the Evo, you feel scammed. Which makes no sense, by the way. And confirm he has 99 physical. There you go. And I assume it will go away, though. I don't assume that you will keep said upgrade. Oh, well, I forgot about that. How could I forget? How could I forget that you didn't even play FC25? Not even I played it on your behalf. That's when you know it's dire, Chad. Well, that's what I mean, yes. He will still... The upgrade will not stay that way. Yeah, it is bullshit. EA, apparently EA said it won't work. Or something. Or maybe they said that about the Evos for the Scream cards. There we go. We might finally win a game. What an animation, by the way. But yeah, they will fix it, because they cannot have people running around with 99s, especially when next month they're doing it again. So what would happen then in a month? Would they not get the 99s then too? First guy to complain about the potential loophole. To be fair, at least they all had the same... I mean, I guess they have to do that for legal reasons. We're going to see Benz in Weekend League this week. Well, he was so easy to get. They will get a different 99 stat, but I mean, the ones from... Because remember, they leaked... Remember on the weekend, they leaked... Like, they gave the Team 2 card their 99 stats early. The ones they had then are the ones they have now. It's a play objective. Exactly, that's what I mean! The gauntlet was meant to be a challenge. Winning 3 games in a row used to mean something. And then they just said, oh, here you go, have 30 games a day. And, you know, yeah, 30 games a day, or whatever it is. And if you get him, you get him. If you don't, you don't. So let's have a look. What is this? We're helping Fear the Beard with his team. So this is his team at the moment. I mean, it's something. It's a start. It's a start. What's the coin balance saying? What's the coin balance saying? I would use Marlon, by the way. Why'd you put Marlon on the bench? I would use Marlon. Put Marlon at left mid. Heaven can be evoed. I'm sure he can, but at the same time, it probably requires, you know, stuff he doesn't have or want to use. But 3K. I mean, again, 3K, you can get good players for that, but I would put Marlon in and get a new left back. Like, for example, keep playing squad battles. Well, yes, now you actually have a team in position. Not enough fodder for Kreski. I mean, doesn't look like it. But yeah, play Marlon. Basically, just do all the free evos you can. Even the crap ones. Even the crap ones will be good. Professional, because AI is good now. I mean, with how he's playing and how new he is to the game, I don't even know if professional, you know. I would say start on maybe semi-pro. Struggling to score 3 goals in world class. That's why I just don't. I need to do squad battles, obviously, because I need to finish the Labib Evo on this account. Like, I have how long? I think it's... But chat, I found, by the way, chat, the most broken... Yeah, 2 days. So we gotta complete the Evo for Labib and put him into the other one. We only need to win a game and then win 2 more. That'll be easy. Then he goes into 1 more and he'll be absolutely cracked. But I was hunting, chat. I was hunting for some Evos for the A-League account, right? And I stumbled across this. You'll laugh because there's one stat that is terrible. There is one stat that sticks out like a sore thumb. But I came prepared, chat, because he actually... You have one question. Here we go. Well, there's also this. Not that. Whoops. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. That's my live stream. Why? Because it's the only way to make it fun. That's why. And it's on another account. I did type this in. I don't know why I got rid of it. Because you might have heard this commentary before. You might have heard this before. Man City fans, look away now. Because this is the guy. This is the guy, chat. Like, what a commentary from Martin Tyler. What a commentary from Martin Tyler. The City fans in tears. I'm sure Brendan probably didn't even know Man City existed at this point in the time. But, yeah. Now he feels like he's given up. I mean, he's probably coming to the end, unfortunately. It's a bit like Simon Hill in Australia. Come to the end, he still does bits and pieces, but Father Time catches up with everybody, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna do that Evo, which takes quite a bit, but Peter Drury's the gold standard now. You know who I would be very interested to see in an actual IRL game? Not the Baller League. I want to see how Brandon Smith does in IRL. Labib James in Champs. It's not going to be that far away either. I don't know when, but when I get the Cornerstone Evo is going to be when I do it. But yeah, give me Brandon Smith in IRL. Like, actual games. Because he does decent commentary. Not the greatest. It's better, but he's got experience with the FC Pro stuff and the Baller League, so he is pretty knowledgeable on the subject. Didn't bet on the Spurs game. Well, I did, but I didn't, because I only do player props. So I had, I think, Johnson for 10 in that game, and he got there. So, yeah, I only do player props most of the time. Did bet on Jalen Duren rebounds. Well, I basically had Jokic for a triple-double, but I didn't. Because I had 10 or more rebounds and 10 assists. Thunder lost to the Blazers as well. Yes, nuts. But it's still very early. I'm very annoyed, though. One game tomorrow is not good. Not the way you want to end the week. I mean, I think... What did I have that lost? I had Brunson for 25, and he was 23, but he shot 9 for 20. And then I had NFL. Well, that is true. That is true. NFL will make up for it. But yeah, I think 6 or 5 out of whatever it is days profitable. Raiders Broncos. Yeah, 5 out of 6 days profitable this month. So, Geno unders. I mean, I'm in a premium thing, so I don't know if I'll do that, but if it hits, I'll have to see, because I have about 6 different betting apps that I use. But yeah, it's been a good start to the month, I would say. Whatever Tinky says, something in sports the opposite happens. Hammer the over. Geno is bad. Yeah, well, I usually I sleep in until about midday, so the game's already what, half over by that point? And the only way I'd be able to watch it is if I went to Sportsbet, I imagine. Manu Garcia. Is that who I think it is? Is that him? Is this the same guy that played for, like... Is this the same guy that played for City? Oh my god, it is. It actually is. 1 cap for Spain as well. Christ. How far he has fallen. He went from playing in Greece to playing in the MLS. And he's been playing in the MLS since 2025. That's nuts. Some of these players, man, their fall-offs are extraordinary. But let's get back on the games. Let's get back on the games. Gotta get at least... I want to get at least 2 more wins on this account. And then we'll open Rivals Rewards. A Man City youth player not named Phil Foden in the MLS. Well, let's have a look. Where did he actually... I mean... He came through... What do you think of the Ashes squad? I think most of it was pretty straightforward. To be fair, I think there's about 8 or 9 guys that are locked in. It's the last few that's interesting. Well, I think the selectors know at least 8 to 9 of the guys. It's just who is going to fill those spots. Like, who is going to open with Kawaja? And who is going to bat at sticks? Marnus to open. That would just be so boring. Webster needs to play. Cooking, well, yes. But again, chemistry is one thing. Yeah, chemistry is definitely part of it. So it's good. It doesn't have to be exact at the moment. Like, you will eventually be able to buy players that get you chem. But for the starting point, I think the English are saying we're washed up. Well, they're not wrong. This is probably the worst. This is probably the last great team that we're going to have for a while, so they're not completely wrong. It feels a lot like 2006 in that sense. Weatherall, Kawaja, Marnus Smith, Reed, Head, Carey. I just do not see... If Cam Green cannot bowl, I do not see Webster not playing. Because we always like the all-rounder in the team. Like, Travis Head can bowl and Steve Smith can bowl, and they'll probably be needed for, like... But we need a pacer. At that point, you might as well give Sean Abbott a call-up. I don't know if the balls to start Marnus game 1. Extra pace? Well, yes. You need at least one. Like, England are going to have... I would imagine, and I hope I'm wrong, because Shah Bashir is garbage. I would imagine England pick 4 paces, and they'll have Root and Brook bowling spin. But yeah, we do definitely need... Would love to see Wood and Archer burn themselves out. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Mark Wood will probably play Perth and then he'll probably get rested. Unless the day-night is right after. I don't think it is, though. They wouldn't let Marsh get called up because he'll be opening for the T20 side. And why on earth are we scheduling T20 games against India while the Ashes is about to start? Or while the Ashes is on? Still don't think Cummins will play. I mean, again, that's not that much of a problem. It's not the greatest thing because I don't like having both... Welcome, Steve. I don't like having both of Hazelwood and Boland in a lineup. It does not bring that same level of fear. Well, it's okay, but it's not... Like, Cummins is a bit quicker. Boland is a bit more... I think it is, but I'm not sure. I forget, because I don't keep up these days. It is the day-night, so maybe, because we all know how the pink ball plays, maybe England will play Archer and Wood in both, and then they'll have to rest one of them. Probably Wood. Why am I predicting England's lineup? Probably because theirs is easier to predict. They don't have an entire country to select from, hypothetically. You'll probably get away with Webster for grade. I don't know. I have said previously that if Cam Green doesn't bowl, he shouldn't play. Because he's a better asset as a bowler than a specialist batsman. If he cannot play, he is not worth picking. Or if he cannot bowl, he is not worth picking. And I would probably have an actual opener. I think they want him playing so he can bed in. Well, that is, you know. I want to get 30 overs. 20 overs, rather. I mean, it depends when those overs are. Like, I would imagine they get put up into maybe 6 over spells. I'm not going to say the next number. But if he does like a few, he's bowled 4 years. That is the problem. Is I remember the same thing happened to Ben Stokes once. Where, like, he hadn't bowled fuck all overs. And he was automatically bowling, you know, the numbers that you should not be bowling. Opening bowler numbers. And he got hurt. If you bowl him in Perth, he's going to break down. Yeah, because he's going to have more of a workload as well. He can't call up Nessa. Well, that is true, but yeah, I would. Yeah, at that point, I would probably have. You would probably have to reconfigure the lineup. Play Nessa at 7. I would not play. I would not play Michael Nessa at 6. He can bat, but he's not number 6. But they won't do that, I think. There's a reason they've called up the guys they've called up, because they're probably not going to play. Like, I know that Brendan Doggett had like 1 good performance in the final, and he's probably decent, but if he was actually going to play, they would have picked a bloke that actually stood a chance. So, yeah, I think the outlandish names that you see, they're not playing. Like your Sean Abbotts and your Doggetts. They will not play unless absolute worst comes to worst and they cannot get anyone else in. Where's Fergus? I imagine he's just playing the Shield. He has been done dirty, but I would, again, I said this, I would rather him be playing and getting reps than sitting on the boundary line running drinks out. And yes, he could probably leave midway through to go play the Shield, but I would rather get the reps in than be sitting on the boundary. I don't know. Hope he plays, but I doubt it. Unless there's a few injuries. Oh yeah, he'll be fine. He's still young. Zapped. Yeah, if you play this game for longer than 3 hours a day, you need to get zapped. Which means I'd need to get zapped, but that's besides the point, honestly. Besides the point. Balkans FC. Howard? Didn't know Tim Howard was Balkan. Didn't know any of these cards were Balkan. What an interesting lineup. Balkans 11. And yet there's not a Balkan in sight. But yeah, I think... I'm not sure. What's a Balkan? It's a region of Europe. It's like a set of countries. You can ask Google. You probably could have typed that exact sentence into Google and you would have got the answer. It is a region of Europe. I'm pretty sure Croatia's part of it, for example. I don't know specifically. I don't want to offend any, potential viewers. But, yeah. Next time, if you use a question, just go to Google. I love how apparently Twitch is now Google. Oh, we're getting cooked. Absolutely fried. Oh, no. Oh, brother. We are getting cooked 7 different ways, chat. I might have to take a break after this game. Open my rewards. Because we are getting absolutely smacked about. Oh, that's so dirty. That is dirty. Karim Benzema. What a strike. Oh, wait a minute. Have I just realised something? I'm an idiot. I think, chat. Why did I not notice this? No wonder no one's been able to find my streams on YouTube. I had the wrong game as my title. My god, that's fucking criminal. At least it's only on YouTube, though. At least it's not on Twitch. I had FC25. So all this time, I could have been getting viewers, and instead I've been on FC25. Oh, no. Come on. Make the run, Rangers. Make the run, good sir. Let's see here. Oh no. Oh, brother, good save. Let's see. Can we do something here? Pena goes to Pogba. Imagine we get Pogba to score a long distance banger, chat. A Pogba long distance banger. Imagine that. Good. Go on. Oh no, that's terrible. At least I had the idea. And he's missed. Good morning, Devil. Hopefully you're well. What? I need to have my energy drink after this. Thankfully, I restocked today. There was a guy on Twitter trying to justify starting Doggett over Boland. I wonder what his reasoning was. Because, yeah, Boland is the tested batsman. Oh, the bowler, sorry. Like, I myself do not like the idea of Hazelwood and Boland in a lineup, but I don't know. Unfortunately, we do not have any other bowlers that have international experience in red ball. Because we don't have enough injuries at the same... Yeah, I'm just gonna... We'll come back to that in a bit, chat. We'll come back to that in a bit. We will come back to that shortly. Let's go on this account instead. That was dreadful. How the hell Rivals has started this badly, I have no clue. If I want to buy Al Hassan Toure, I'll buy him when I want. but I'm gonna make the purchase for the Evo of Dreams, chat. Ji Dongwon. How do you say his name? Yeah, Ji Dongwon. That's actually how you say his name. Formerly of Sunderland. Better shield form. And South Australia wickets are closer to Perth than Vic wickets. But what good is being closer to a venue? What good is being closer to a venue? That's the main... Me and the lady have parted ways? Well, it's a very unfortunate timing, Devil. Very unfortunate to hear. Hopefully, you know, it's not going to get too overwhelming. But, you know, some things aren't meant to be, unfortunately. Conditions. I was going to say, like, if he... But even then, the actual condition of the pitches... Because if he meant the pitches, like, that doesn't make sense, because hypothetically, you know, you have the curator in charge of the pitches, and, you know, they will decide what the pitches are going to be. I don't know, that's just very weird. It's a very weird thing to say. I can understand why this man got ripped. Let's open these packs. We're looking for a first owner, Al Hassan. And we're not going to get it, but we get Miedemar. 85. Miedemar 85. Oh, we opened the 83 first. Oh, wrong guy. We got Jizz! Let's go, chat. We got Jizz. What a man. He can go in and... Actually, he's tradable. I might take the coins on him. I won't lie. Not the inform I'm after, but... It's an inform nonetheless. We will be taking the likely 10,000 coins on this man. And investing it into... another man, who is also probably 10,000 coins. What are you actually worth? You better be worth something. How are people paying 13,000 coins? Have I missed something? Have I missed something, chat? I'm gonna leave that to ponder a bit. I'm gonna leave that to ponder a second. All the 83s are 13k? Don't tell me that. Why would anyone want to pay 13k for an inform from Sydney FC? Wasn't seeing her enough due to work? Your fault? Well, unfortunately, you know, sometimes, especially around this time of year, things get in the way. You can't really help it. You've done what you could. That's the main takeaway. But again, if it's not gonna work out, not much more can be done. Because you've got enough to focus on coming up. Anyway. So. Let's see, Jacko. Not bad. But we have to try and bid on Al Hassan, chat. I need him. I need him in my life. Unless I get him in this pack. And I will not be getting him in this pack. Instead, we'll be getting Locatelli. Locatelli, Ola Aina, Orsolini. Good fodder for SBCs. Good fodder for SBCs. The thing is that Team of the Week is surely guaranteed of Al Hassan. I mean, it could be, but that would require me to get to Division 6 on this account. Because it will not be staying at Division 7. Like, yeah, they've already fixed it, which I'm not surprised, because that's kind of how it has to be. So, yeah, just one small problem, but it's alright. we make it work here. We make it work. We will have to play some point over the weekend on this account in order to put ourselves in good stead. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. But shame this Baldato fella. He's already going to get moved down somewhere else. Even Nestory. Poor Nestory. I had an Evo for Nestory. And unfortunately, well, that Evo just won't be happening. Because I had such a thought about some of these cards. Why did I buy this card? Needed penalties to win on professional. Well, there you go. At least you know now that you should probably try it on semi-pro. If you can't win on professional, semi-pro is probably the next best bet for you. Until you can find something that you can win consistently. But yeah, we'll keep the team as it is for now. A human bronze. Again, you will learn what works over time. You will be able to do better and then progress to better difficulties over time. It is not something that is just you wake up and you know what it is. I really wish that Bandolato could play on the wing, but he can't. You're not questioning completing Evos any rush. Brendan, you know what to do. Frank, anyone else? Those are the only people I know of. It won't be me. 200 bits. Let's go. Much love, Devil. Appreciate you. But yeah, chat. Let's get to the chase. Do I have him in the club? Depends on the time. Would love if the Bib James could join us. Well, again, I do not enjoy Rush. I'll be honest. But here he is, chat. Do I have him in the club? This is the question we're about to find out together. Do I own this man? The answer is no. However, I will own him. And by the end of it, he is going to be one of the greatest strikers of this club. There were other options. I will show you the options and the parameters I was using. Like, let me go, use every selected, exclude unselected. And let me add, what are you writing, 2K? I don't think Jim Sim has the game yet. So that's a start. But at the same time, if there's, how does Musa Toure look at a chain? Been playing FM on console and you can't handle it. Well, I played FM yesterday. It wasn't the worst, but I must just be very lucky. Rec, I mean, we'll play a bit. Again, I'm not exactly a... Let me see, the Isuzu Ute A-League. Oh, there was 2 options for this entire thing. But we'll go every selected Evo. All these Evos were eligible. Why the fuck is the camera up that high? Why the fuck is the camera up that high? Hold on. Why can I not adjust it better? Is that gonna have... That's gonna have to do, maybe, for now. There we go. But these are the Evos I could have done. Like, let's have a look. I'll have to search. Unfortunately, his pace must let him down. Oh yeah, his pace lets him down, so we can probably... That's why you play FM on PC. Rush for the German centre-back. Not Labib! Fake Australian. Fake Australian. We need the Department of Home Affairs at once. Get him! Fake Australian! But, yeah, you can put him in Spooky Striker. Is Kreschke worth doing? Again, it's a cheap SBC. He's got 99 defending. He plays in the Premier League. If you can do it, I would do it. Otherwise, if he was in America, Ice would have gotten him already. Yeah, that is true. But yeah, you can put him in this. But yeah, we could have had, chat, Barbarousis. Or, you know, Eli Adams. But instead, chat, or Jovanovic. But instead, we're going to have Mr. Ji Dongwon. Yes, he will have the sprint speed of a mobility scooter designed for an old person. But that's not the point. The point is that he's going to be an absolute menace by the time it's over. That's all I can say on the matter. Is he's going to be an absolute menace. And I've now made the purchase. The first step, chat, is to put him into the Screamer evolution. He can accept... Well, no. He can accelerate normally. Like, he's going to accelerate it very quickly. He will, however... He will run... He will hit his top speed quickly, but he will not stay at his top speed for very long. Have you seen a mobility scooter accelerate? Well, that's what I mean. He'll reach his top speed very quickly, but it is not very quick in general. Like, thankfully it is all just play 2, score 3, which will be easy. Play 4. It's all just squad battles. We're going to have to grind out squad battles with this card at some point, because we have to do 2 Evos on him, and then the other one we can sort of wait, but because the last one's the Musiala Evo. When does the Spooky Striker expire? Spooky Striker expires in 6 days, so we have to do it within 6 days, which is perfectly fine. To be fair, I was going to do the same thing on my other account with a different guy. On the other hand, if something cannot be that fast, it doesn't take long to accelerate. Well, that is true. If it does reach a certain speed, you know. You know. That is very true. Anyway, that is that. I only wanted to open rewards on this account today and confirm the Ji Dongwon Evo. But I have another Evo, chat, that is exactly the same thing, just slightly more meta and easier to link. If you can believe it. Where is he? Where is this man? Here he is. Somehow, chat, I found another beast. Except this one can actually sort of run. He can actually sort of run. He just can also hardly dribble, but he can sort of run. That's what matters. He just probably needs an engine. Like, what does an engine give this man? Yeah, good enough, good enough, good enough. Good enough, chat. I would say good enough. He gets an engine, he stays lengthy. Technical PS Plus. Mikhail Mandron. Who is this man played for? Why do I think of his... Why do I think of... I've heard this name before. Mikhail Mandron. Who is he played for? He's 31. So he played for Gillingham. Let's have a look. No! So he's played for Sunderland. That's probably where I remember the name. Sunderland, Fleetwood, Shrewsbury, Hartlepool, Eastleigh, Wigan, Colchester, Gillingham, Crewe, Alexandra, Gillingham again, Motherwell, and St Mirren. Fairs. Well, he's going to hopefully be a beast by the time we're done with him. And I have him in the club as well, so I don't have to buy him, even though he's 200 coins. But I am going to go to the bathroom, and then we're going to continue with Rivals. Terrible idea, I know, but yeah. Fucking hell. But yeah, let's back on the rivals grind. Hooray! Hooray, chat. Who doesn't love rivals? I mean, yes, I could leave it till the last minute, but I can't be asked. I really just want to get at least a few wins out of the way. And then maybe we'll go play on the other account. Let's see. Let's see if we can win a game here. Let's have... Laurent Blanc at the back. Oh, that's a new one. Rijkaard? Fucking hell. Christ almighty, where are the... Interesting. Let's see if we can break him down. He's playing a 4-1-4-1. Well, that's perfect. Straight back in the mixer. There we go. You can't leave Benzema so open. You just can't. You just cannot do that. Like, you think you can. You just... Especially with his low-driven plus. Yeah, we're gonna try and at least do 2 to 3 FM sessions a week. When Can't say, and it's not because I don't want to. It's just because it could be, difficult to time. It's based on how everything plays out on FC. At least at the moment, we're gonna have a free day to get more FC done on this account or on these accounts. So that could be, There we go. Outs. There we go. Finally. Bye-bye. Goodbye, good sir. Rage quit for you. Dean V1. I mean, if you're the first, then I don't know. I worry for the rest of you. That's all I'm gonna say. I did stock up, by the way. They had them at $8 a 4-pack, which is always my favorite day because it means I can buy 3 for 24 instead of 2 for 21. That is my favorite time of week when that's the case. Which drink? Mango Loco Monster. Let me see. I could probably... I wonder if I can tilt it a bit lower. Oh yeah, we can. Gold. Probably better for now, just leave it as it is. Yeah, we got that. Mango Loco Monster, or any monster. I believe they're all the same. Just... yeah, it's 1 4-pack for 8. Instead of like 2 4-packs for 21 or something. Which is kind of stupid. I can't lie, it is very weird and very pointless. Like, I get it, you can't always... Monster is solid, can't stand it. I can stand it, I just don't get it as much anymore. It's unfortunate, because I used to drink it a lot more. But they've got so little variety. That's the other thing, is like... doesn't matter if you can stand it or not. They don't bring out enough variety. Like, if they brought out more variety, maybe it would be tempting to do it. And no, releasing the fast twitch stuff does not count as variety. I mean actual flavors. Like, currently in a tent for a school camp, and you're watching this stream. Christ. Dear me. In a tent. Yeah, Christ. Back in my day when we did school camp, they just put us in an actual, a proper place. No one is in your tent. Good, because the next thing I was going to say was, "Oi, everybody! Wake the fuck up!" You hate it? Well, unfortunately, it's probably a cost-cutting measure if I had to guess. Because back when I did school camps, 40 stamina. Well, that's because the Iron Lungs Evo, hope your teacher doesn't see it. I mean, hey. Back in my day, we camped like real people. Well, that's what he's doing. That's essentially what he's doing. What are you talking about? That is what he's doing, but back when I used to do school camps, I didn't do too many because I kept moving schools, so I would always miss out on going. But it would always be real people. You've done a Musasura Evo already. Interesting. You literally could have waited for a Bronze Striker Evo, such as the one that's out at the moment, and instead you... I digress. I digress. I just think it is much better to specifically wait, unless you have no choice. But you're allowed to be on your phones now? Well, yes. But what I was going to say is we would actually have a place, like a proper place to stay, and where like you would have the entire school, you know, in their rooms. You would have maybe, I think, 3 or 4 people in a room, and ideally you'd be in it with your friends, and then there'd be the few people that would just get put by themselves. When you were at school, you didn't use phones. Well, yes, because again, phones were probably outlawed. Phones were probably a lot less more serious. Mr. Amarim, am I doing the hero pack? Frank, why would I do the hero pack when the Icon Matchday pick is coming? Why would I do the hero pack and get Francescoli when I can have a chance at Zambrotta or Vidic instead? Or Essien, but I don't know anyone who's taking Essien if they do it. It's one of those picks, you know, the Skulls pick. It's the choice of those 3 that I just mentioned. It's the Skulls SBC, but it'll be a different one. It'll be Vidic, Zambrotta, and Essien. It's not going to be a normal Icon pick. So, if I can do it, I will do it. If not, well, unlucky. There'll be better ones at some point, I'm sure. Zambrotta clear. Well, I'm sure he is clear. And I probably will do him because he can play either side. He can also play either side, which is obviously quite useful when you want to build squads. You feel like a dog. The favorite should be? Well, again, I'm sure a lot of people will take Zambrotta. I'm sure a lot of people will take Vidic. Essien, I don't know. I see there's a Team of the Year... What? I mean, Brendan, I don't know what the fuck that means, for one. And for 2, of course that's what Team of the Year is. Why it's a 4-back, the woke 4-backs. Why do EA not realize? We're not in the Stone Ages now. There are teams that play other formations. It should just be, it's so hot. Well, again, I'm sure it wasn't necessarily planned completely. Well, they put things in the code. If it's in the code, that it usually has to be put in the code before a certain period of time. Three, 4, 3. I mean, it should just be the 11 players. Look after. Yeah, that's going to be shit in the code, and I don't want to look at shit in the code. Like, I'm looking at it now, but it's going to be a fucking set of packs in the code. Imagine my shock. Oh, imagine my shock! Yeah, I fucking knew it. Only Brendan could get baited. Big head, big brain. Welcome in on the YouTube stream. And you've got to have a big brain in order to play this. Because, well... yeah, I ain't looking at that, Brendan. And I'll tell you why. Because it's all in the code. And obviously, that doesn't mean anything. That just means it's there. Monthly rewards are in the code. Monthly rewards are in the code. And last I checked, chat, has anyone seen any monthly rewards this year? any monthly rewards about? That's what I thought. Well, yes, of course there's going to be that. They do the same thing every, like... Why are you telling me recycled information that happens every year now? Like, we know that will eventually come out, and an Evo is going to be in a pack. Again, not new info. Like, of course they're going to put an Evo in a pack to make you buy a pack. Ah, 99 shooting. 99 shooting. I miss all of Pogba's old sellies. Why did they remove them all? You can't do any of Pogba's old sellies that you used to be able to. Is FIFA ever going to have something like 2K Open World? They're actually doing a beta at the moment, or soon, I think, for it. But I hope not. I sure hope not, because 2Ks is not good. So, I'm sorry, 2K isn't that good. It's filled with, sponsors and microtransactions and things. That's not what EAFC needs to become. It's already microtransaction heavy enough. We don't need any more. Like, yeah, I really hope it doesn't get to that. You know what open world should have been? Volta and Rush. But instead, they wasted all their. Do I think it could work? I mean, of course it could work. It literally works for 2K. It's just far too money hungry. And that's the problem, is that EA will be going around to sponsors, I'm sure, and they'll say, well, would you like to have a store in our open world where we can advertise your game to X amount a day? Like, have all the gamers that FIFA have? Yes, and that doesn't mean they're good. Like, Ultimate Team's was there. So bad that they're trying to boycott. So it's not exactly worth it. Like, I get it's probably the hip thing, and especially with GTA 6, because that's basically what GTA 6 is going to be, is, open world and whatnot. That's probably what they want to have. They want to be like, well, guys, do you want to play GTA 6, but be a soccer player instead? Come and spend your hard-earned money on useless accessories which will provide no performative value to your player. Wouldn't it be like the puck? It would be, but it would also have an element of GTA to it. Because again, at its core, Grand Theft Auto is an open world game that you can play and you can do things, which is very similar to all these games. Like, it would be, its main competitor would be 2K, but there are elements in it, or of it, that you can trace back. Do I think it could take over foot? I really hope not. Really hope not. If it does, I might have to hang it up, because yeah, really hope not. Teach you free kicks. I mean, you literally just need to aim the arrow on the screen. There's also, I'm thinking, the moments for it as well. So I don't have to teach you. That's the great thing. There's an arrow on the screen that usually, if you aim that arrow at the goal, that's a good start. But there's also moments that you can do that will teach you all about set pieces. They're quite useful. But yeah, I'm not qualified for the job. I just happen to be the best player, one of the best players you know. That doesn't make me qualified in any way. That's not the highest of bars. But it could, but I really hope it doesn't. Because I think Ultimate Team has a place. I really do. I think Ultimate Team has a place in these games. Benzema! Oh, piss off. Ah, piss. Fucking hell. You know what I just don't remember though, Brendan? I just don't remember asking. Bro's trying to be the fucking guy that leaks everything before I can find out. It's probably gonna be fucking... Actually, it probably won't be paid. Thought I care. I care enough to go on Twitter and look at it. Honestly, I don't really care about Evos because there's that many people that make posts about them. I find out either way. 79 right back. So that's my Sakai Evo then. That's gonna cook then. I'm just gonna save this guy's time. Yeah, trust me. I do not care like people think I do. Just because I'm a FIFA streamer does not mean I care, but I digress. Let's take another break. Again, I want to get one more win at least. Okay, well, again, do you know how many of them we're going to pack? Probably about 5. And none of them are going to be good. Bro, so excited about... I don't know why you're all so excited about the 60 plus special cards when you won't pack them. Like, it's so funny to me. Like, very funny indeed. I can't lie. Very, very, very funny indeed that people are the way they are about special cards in packs and things. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Ridge Holland got cut from his deal while he was sitting at home waiting for his contract to run out because he apparently he talked too much shit, which is kind of shitty in itself. Like, bro cannot wrestle because he's injured. He also can't wrestle because he's on a... I don't know if he would have been on a non-compete, but he couldn't wrestle because he was injured. So they essentially said, oh, by the way, you're not allowed to say how bad we treated you. You're fired. And you're getting nothing. It's very funny, but it's very sad. Because it should not be happening. It's alright, though. This just means, hopefully, WWE will eventually get sued for something. Like, I know the new GOAT of wrestling, Andy Alidolo, will probably, you know... Andy Alidolo will come good, chat. He will know what to do. He will save us all when he eventually can actually wrestle again. up the Andy El Idolo. It's a shame. I'm praying he makes it to Grand Slam. Is Blood and Guts this weekend? Blood and Guts is on TV. It's not this weekend. It'll be on TV. They're doing Collision, which is just a normal television show, and then they'll do Dynamite on Thursday, which is the exact same. It'll just be, am I watching it? Maybe. I mean, Blood and Guts is another one of those things. It's not as scheduled, thankfully, but I'll probably watch it just because. I don't watch a lot of TV wrestling. I mostly watch the pay-per-views. I do not see the point in watching TV when the pay-per-views are usually where the best bits are. Like, I'll watch Full Gear. That's definitely going to be a show worth watching. Given that, you know. Here we go. Pogba. Pogba! No! How is a 99 shooting card? You've been watching Bondi Rescue. I saw someone in Hectic's chat was watching Outback Truckers. We need to start watching, like, I don't know, My Kitchen Rules or something. Again, maybe when Team of the Year comes around, maybe that'll happen. Can't wait for Brendan to remind us for Gold Rush. I hope not. Because it is NXT. Don't ask why. Well, again, it's perfectly acceptable to just have a random show that you watch. Like, we watch Top Gear here. That has no... It's 2 weeks. Well, it's a 2-week show. I believe. Well, then why are they doing be on Outback? Unfortunately not, because that would require him to be in the Outback. Unfortunately, he does not go that far for his trucking. It's a much more localized job. Shit. Yeah, it's a much more localized job, I'm afraid, so no Outback truckers for him. What do semi-truck drivers do? Usually they're hauling big loads of things. That's usually their job. I'm not sure what he does. You had to hide. Someone played a fart noise on the speaker. Fucking hell. Again, this is why it's much, much more convenient. Again, this must be a cost-cutting measure. They must have thought something about, oh, we'll just have a bunch of kids and we'll leave them in the bush. And they can sleep in tents. Something about that screams cost-cutting measure to me. Because again, like, back when I did school camps, we would all just go to a specific, whatever they call it, a hotel but not a hotel, a camping equivalent of a hotel, whatever that would be. And again, you would bunk with a bunch of people, a cabin. Well, I think that's what the individual things are called. They're not cabins, no. We're 17 above. Yes, but you can't tell me that it still, wouldn't have been better. I don't know. I just do not think it's a good idea. Sleeping on the floor hurts. Well, I'm sure it does. It would be better. I'm sure it would, but again, I think it's a cost-cutting measure. And the sad part is that it doesn't sound like anyone even questioned it. Doesn't sound like there was a single person that just said, "Hey, why are we doing this way? Why are we not going to like a lodge or something? Whatever they call it." That's when the alarm bells should have been rung. 15-foot hole. Well, yeah. Again, I am very glad the only camps I ever went on were not in the bush. I would not have lasted back then, because this was not in high school even. This was in fourth grade and fifth grade. Must really hate you, and they must really not like you. You're in Wollongong. I mean, that doesn't help much. That doesn't help too much. But, and I don't know I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what that is going to be like for you. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's just not. Teacher by themselves when they get a massive tent. Of course they do! Because the teachers have to have it a certain way. Good night, Brendan. We're meant to be together, and you have small tents. Well, again, this is why if the teachers were insistent on you sharing bunks, or not sharing bunks, sharing tents, they should have just fronted up the money and gone to a fucking proper place. And who cares if, it's four guys in a room? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, you're all grown men or grown women. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It screams cost cutting. And I'm sure if it was ever brought up and they had to say that, they would probably say, I mean, I don't know. Maybe now, maybe in 2025 that's a possibility, but again, that's why, I don't know. Yeah, again, it screams cost cutting if because I don't even know how, like, what was the cost of this, if you remember. I'd be curious as to what you had to pay. Because if you've had to pay a sizable amount and yet you're sleeping in tents, that does not exactly sound. $300! $300! And they've got you in tents! He's Italian and he's 6'6". I mean, that's nice and all. I mean, you can technically chain him with the other one as well. But I was doing all three myself. Yeah, I just don't know. Because I will want to chain that Musiala Evo at some point. Why not? Yeah. Why not that? Well, that's why. You knew the rule. You're lucky. You're lucky. You know the rule. You knew the rule, good man. You can have 10 instead. If any of us knew how to type out the exact amount, you wouldn't be here. You'd be struggling to sleep. But man's paid $300 in this economy to be sleeping in a tent. Who's the player? Yeah, let's hear it and we'll have a look. before you go, is yes, clearly. Is the meme a Gen Z thing? If it's on TikTok, what do you think? Good night. Surprised bro has not just seen it on TikTok outright. Spooky Striker and an Undead Lion. Well, there's one small problem with that. I have a feeling that Undead Lion doesn't have that long left. I could be wrong, but I have a slight suspicion that Undead Lion has the least amount of time of those three. And it's got the least amount of time being the last one you have to do, which means you have to do the rest of them in that time as well. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a very promising thought, I'll be real. I'm sure it's good, but yeah, I don't think I could be asked if under these 8 days left. Why did I have to concede? I was doing so well. I would have taken a point, but no. I would have taken a point there. Well, again, I'm not going to put myself through it on this account, but I enjoy the Evos I've got. I don't make many, so... Especially on this account, I definitely don't make many. Oh, piss off! How is Chevalier able to say, or whoever that is? I'm going to assume Chevalier. Remember when Benzema had 99 pace? Me neither. Oh, what a save! Go on. Could matter less. Haaland is nice. Wouldn't mind a second tall striker. There we go. Cook up with Karim the Dream Benzema. Oh, don't you be an absolute idiot. Step. I'm asking for you to offside trap for a reason. Oh, don't you do this now. Oh, he's doing it now. Absolute nonce. Check his hard drive. Check his hard drive. The one time I win the ball. Yeah. Shock horror. Hmm. Hmm. It's... I don't know. Rivals is just not hitting for some reason. It's a shame. It's a shame that it's not hitting as it normally would. Why is the Evo so expensive? Because they don't want you to spend coins. That's why. Again, you're new to this. You're not supposed to spend coins on these things, hypothetically. You're supposed to hand over your wallet. Which is why I tried advising against some of these things unless they're free, because I know that you probably do not want to hand over your wallet. Yeah, that's the problem, unfortunately, is that yeah, they know most of the time you're not gonna spend coins. Like I do, but that's because I have a lot of them. But yeah, they look at someone like you and they say, well, how convenient. He doesn't have the coins for the Evo. So, not spending real money. I know. I know you're not, but yeah. Yeah, you can't really say much about Evo prices, but unfortunately, yeah, a lot of them are that way. It's just the way it is. It's another way for them to get you to part with your money. This company is probably the gold standard when it comes to microtransactions. Yes, they don't have all the sponsors literally in their game, but how was that offside? It shouldn't have gone to him. Should I try and get a plus 81 upgrade? I mean, I think at the moment you should not be doing that much to your team. You shouldn't. You should only do SBCs of like cards that you have that you know you're not going to use because you've already lost a player and then asked why he's gone. So it's funny because usually there's a thing where if they're in your team, it says, "Do you want to submit this person?" Yeah, when you either you have duplicates or you just have absolute garbage players you're not going to do anything with. Mr. Said. Thanks, man. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, man. But yeah, don't be tinkering too much with your team. To be fair, some of these screen players could probably help him. How's the grind? It's the usual, isn't it? Just very slow, very boring, very tedious. going about as well as it can. I'll take 9 points on a Thursday night. And tomorrow, we'll probably do the same thing on the other account. Like, for example, there are some of the SBCs that I did, like the challenge SBCs. You can probably do them quite cheap, I would hope. Because they give you 3 players in that. And those players will probably come in handy at the moment. Let's see, we'll play another game. And we'll see if we win. If so, yes. If not, you know. Let's do the XP. What do we even get for level 7? What do we even get for level 7? Oh. Well, it's good to know we get fuck all here. It's good to know that level 6 is totally worth it. I know people are probably like level 10 or whatever. I do not give a shit because I know full well that they will give out that much XP. Trash SP? I mean, I know SP is not great, and I know they'll give out far too much by the end, so I'm not that fussed. It's not worth stressing over being such a low level. I know, man. I know it's not good, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, F clubs. Well, unfortunately, I can understand why they do it the way they do it. But there really needs to be a pass for manager mode, and a pass for clubs, and a pass for ultimate team. Separate the passes. No one wants clubs coins. I get that it probably takes resources to do that. But you're a multi-billion-dollar company. You have the resources and you have the funds. Just hire some intern or something to do it. Because I don't want Tim Cahill in my manager career mode or my player career just because I unlocked it in a pass for Ultimate Team. Coins for Ultimate Team. I don't think the rewards need to change. I don't think coins for Ultimate Team is something that we need. I don't know. I think that just more packs or more, less levels would probably be good. Because I think there could definitely be... Yeah, sure, man. Sure thing. All need to be able to play as Ian Wright. Yeah, we all need to be able to play Ian Wright as a manager. Like, again, I'm not that fussed on Ian Wright as a manager. Like, it's literally... Again, it's one of those things where if they didn't do it and it was only Ultimate Team, then people would cry. And they'd go, meh, 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 meh. But no. But what about us? I play Manager Career Mode. Because I don't like FM. Yeah, shut the fuck up, pal. No one cares. Ain't nobody asking about you, buddy. Don't tell me. Oh no, it's obviously gonna be Lamine at right mid, and Patry at what's it called? It's just funny that people, they care so much about clubs. Like, unfortunately, I played one club session, and we've never had the numbers for another. Because unfortunately, when I want to play pro clubs, I don't want to play pro clubs with 3 people. I feel like that's a reasonable request as well. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I think that's a reasonable request. I might play until I lose at this rate. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? Why was I trying to bicycle past the goalkeeper there? Huh? Come on. Karim the... Oh, fuck off. Oh, how did my player not stay in position there? How did my player not maintain position in there? Be safe in the tent. Yeah, I wouldn't be joking about that stuff while you're alone in a tent. The next person to unzip that tent might not be a teacher. That's all I'm gonna say. Worst thing you need is fucking, I don't know, some big bloke called Tyrone. I don't know what the term is. I don't know what the Tyrone equivalent in Australia is. But I don't think I don't think you want Tyrone in your tent. So this is how you take free kicks, right? I'm gonna try and explain it as best possible. You pick your player. You pick your player with your best accuracy. You aim the ball where you want it to go. And then you take the kick. And you pray it hits. And it didn't hit there. But yeah. That's what you do. You aim it. You take the power. You know, it's very simple. You probably just have to put a little less on it than I did. Yeah, Bubba, or like, I don't know. Decent? I've scored plenty. But yeah, it's not that difficult. It is not that difficult to do. Obviously, the better the stats are on the players, the better you can do things. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, there we go. There we go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye! Goodbye! There we go. Big Daddy Addy! Yeah, that's the kind of guy that's gonna go into Bro's tent. Big Daddy Addy! There we go. There we go, chat. We'll play until we lose, and then we'll try on the other account. Because yeah, I'm not exactly crying out for anything else here. But the more points we get now, the better. So maybe we're learning it. Maybe we're leading into it here. Maybe. A new category. No, I will not be joining in Football Manager. That won't be happening, but oh, an idiot. It's gotta be a old SGM. And then let's have a look. How much? Go. Let me keep an eye out. I would have gone into that game, but I pondered over at my at Discord, and well, Discord told me everything I needed to see. I saw what I needed to see in it. Oh, here we go. Shit. I was about to go into another game. Jesus, chat. How nice of everything to come up when it has. Also means I can kind of chill because I don't really care to play at the same time. Clear the slope. But yeah, this team's quite good. This team is not easy to achieve, I would think. I haven't even used these Scream players. It makes me sad. It makes me very sad that we've not managed to get any of the Scream players at the moment. Yeah, some of these even lower end players, they would have been really useful on the new account, but it is what it is. Yeah, I enjoy just relaxing. This game is not an easy thing to play, so it is worth relaxing as much as possible while you can. That is for sure. Oh, that's right, UFL. I remember UFL. I think they bought out Beckenbauer. What the fuck is this? Game changers. I'm not a game changer. What is this? A very interesting set of players, I assume. Thomas Asante, a 90 rated Wirtz, a 90 rated Liao, Murphy, Ruben Neves, Mukiele, Lopez, whoever that is. Is that who I think it is? Staywold, Hartman, Diop, Vuskovic, Muric. I mean, they're cold, but at the same time. At the same time, are they really that good? Apex Legends, people still play that? Apex! Boy, I remember simpler times when I used to play Apex. Christ, that was bad. That's how desperate I was back in the day. But let me just do this, actually.